Texas A&M parents, don't miss out on these prime neighborhoods that are in high demand by the students and make excellent investment opportunities. That's right. In this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 favorite neighborhoods that combine student housing and investment potential. Of course, we're going to cover all of that and more on your favorite channel, Investing in Bryan and College Station, Texas, your go-to channel for growing your wealth through real estate in my favorite towns of Bryan and College Station, Texas. Guys, sit back and enjoy. This is a great one about student housing and growing your wealth while your student attends the University of A&M. Welcome to the Lakeridge community of condos. This is a great option for parents looking to buy for their college students while they attend Texas A&M. For starters, the location is phenomenal. It's very close to campus and it has a bus stop just outside the front gate. When it comes to the amenities, there's plenty. Of course, the grounds have this beautiful pond out front. It's a very peaceful feel with all the trees. It's also a gated community. Beyond that, it has all the amenities that students want when it comes to pools, fitness facility, and rec room. On the inside, you're gonna find condos between 2 and 4 bedroom options. They're all very spacious and will have that modern feel. They were built between 2012 and 2017. In Lakeridge, you can find condos anywhere from a 1-bedroom all the way up to a 4-bedroom. And each one of those is gonna have that 1-to-1 bed-to-bath ratio that your students are looking for. Prices for the 1-bedrooms start in the, call it $180,000 range. For your 2 bedrooms, expect to pay around $245,000. For your 3 bedrooms, right around $315,000, and 4 bedrooms can go as high as $340,000. In terms of rent, you'll get the most rent in terms of rent per bedroom for the 1-bedroom because of course they have a whole place to themselves, and generally you can rent that out for around $1,200. After that, you can expect to see what we've seen before, and that's $500 to $600 per bedroom. So a 2-bedroom unit would rent out for $1,500, a 3-bedroom unit would rent out for around $1,700, and a 4-bedroom unit can get between $2,000 and $2,400. Overall, Lakeridge has, in my opinion, the best mix of proximity to campus, newer built options, along with all the amenities that students are looking for. So it really is the sweet spot for parents looking to buy. You're going to pay a little bit more than you would for a Woodlands condo, but I do think there are a lot of advantages being that close to campus. If you don't want a condo complex, you want a more neighborhood vibe, a single family house to buy as your student rental for your child or as an investment, you want to check out the Northgate neighborhoods. Really, this is 2 neighborhoods. That's going to be Oak Terrace and College Oaks. This neighborhood is surrounded by the 3 colleges. Those are the 3 streets that surround the area: South College, Old College, and College Main. And ultimately, the reason it's called the Northgate neighborhood is because we are right behind Northgate. As you can see behind me right there, that apartment complex is in Northgate. We're less than a mile from campus. So the attraction, of course, is that students can walk, scooter, or ride a bike to campus and be there in a matter of minutes. The same goes for faculty and staff. What students most love about this neighborhood is the proximity to Northgate. If you don't know what Northgate is, then you probably shouldn't be buying in Aggieland. Given that the Northgate neighborhoods are older, there is a pretty good range of housing options. For your single families, you're looking at between 3 and 5 bedrooms, and prices can start as low as $225,000, but of course that's going to get you a smaller, call it 1,000 to 1,200 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and that can range all the way up to $500,000, where you're going to find yourself in the newer built 5-bedroom, 5-bath range. So what about rent? Well, the 3 bedrooms rent out for between $1,600 and $1,800. The 4 bedrooms start at $1,800, and for a newer built Ag Shack, you can get around $2,300. And then the 5 bedrooms start around $2,000 and can go all the way up to $4,000, again, for those newer built, purpose-built Ag Shacks. So when I say Ag Shack, what exactly do I mean? Well, an Ag Shack is an infill house, meaning the existing house was so old and run down, they leveled it, and they built a purpose-built single-family student house. So this is usually between 3 and 5 bedrooms. I've even seen as high as 6. It usually doesn't have a garage. It usually has that 1-to-1 bed to bath ratio and a smaller-ish living space. The idea here is to maximize the number of bedrooms in a house close to campus. These are usually in high demand by the students. Think of it as a mini frat house or mini sorority house. Not so popular with neighbors, but very popular with college students. Overall, the Northgate neighborhoods are a really good option. It's a lower price point. It's bikeable or even walkable to campus and is in close proximity to that nightlife. So it'll always be in high demand as long as there's students going to A&M that are social and want to get out and enjoy the nightlife. You like the idea of the Northgate neighborhood, but you want to be closer to the mecca that is Kyle Field. You want a beautiful historic home like the Craftsman behind me that's currently for sale for over $3 million. You want to be in the Southside Historic District. So where exactly is the Southside Historic District? Well, you can see we are just over top of Texas A&M and of course the famous Kyle Field. To our north will be George Bush Drive. To the east will be Anderson Street. To the south will be Holman. And then to the west will be Wellborn Road. Inside of that boundary, you have a number of different neighborhoods, all which make up the Southside Historic District. To show you the variety of houses in this neighborhood, I'm going to roll a quick clip. Just check out these beautiful homes and then some not so beautiful homes. Some historic homes and some ag shacks. So as you can see, there's a whole range of houses here in the Southside Historic District. And the further we get from campus and Kyle Field, the more bland-ish the homes get, but you're still very close to campus. So what I would recommend if you are looking in this area to look a little bit further from Kyle Field and check out some of these other houses that you can get at a more reasonable price point. Again, in the Southside Historic District, we have a large variety of houses, but as you can imagine, being closer to Kyle Field and the university comes at a price, so this is generally going to be more expensive than what we're seeing in the Northgate neighborhoods. Overall, the houses were built between 1950 and 1970, with a few infill houses, being newer than that. Prices start as low as $270,000, but quickly climb all the way up to $1.4 million. But if we were to put an average to it, the average house was built in 1975, is 2,000 square feet, and will cost you around $640,000. That's $310 a square foot. As a quick comparison, the average that we saw in the Northgate neighborhoods were a lot closer to $200 to $225 a square foot. Rents in the Southside Historic District start around $1,600. That's for a very small 3-bedroom and can go all the way up to $5,200, again, for a new built ag shack 5-bedroom house. So Southside comes at a premium, but remember it's in high demand because you have students, professors, you have investors looking for Airbnb options, and very wealthy alumni looking for game day houses, all close to Kyle Field. So if you can stomach the price, it is a great place that I expect will continue to appreciate. And honestly, I would love to live in the Southside Historic District. The next neighborhood on our list is the Barracks neighborhood. Now, this is a very unique neighborhood in the fact that it was built for college kids. It's an entire community specifically for Texas A&M college students. So you have a number of townhomes like the ones you see behind me in a variety of different bedroom, bathroom counts. It also has all the amenities. So it has the basketball courts. It has a workout area. It has running trails, dog parks, and catch and release ponds. Beyond that, it's got the pool, everything you would want. Location-wise, it's relatively close to campus, but it does conveniently have a bus stop right in the center of the community. It's also directly across the street from an H-E-B and a ton of great restaurant options. So if you're looking for probably the most in-demand student housing neighborhood, if you're looking for something that will hold its value here in College Station, if you're looking for something for your student that is literally built for them, then you definitely want to check out the Barracks neighborhood. So how do the numbers look in the Barracks? Well, the good news is they are townhouses and they have the 1-to-1 bed-to-bath ratio that students love. Of course, they value their privacy. On the lower end, you're looking at a 2-bedroom that'll sell for around $270,000. And that goes all the way up to the 4-bedroom options, which sell brand new for $420,000. So what about rent rates? Well, kind of depending, but in general, you can expect to get around $500 to $650 per bedroom, meaning if you buy a 4-bedroom unit, you could presumably put your student in one of those bedrooms, rent out the other 3 to their friends, and generate between $1,500 and $2,000 to help you offset the mortgage. Overall, the Barracks is a really good option. I think it's an area that's going to continue to appreciate. It has very strong rental demand with pretty strong rent rates, and it has all the student amenities that your son or daughter will love. If you want a low price point, convenience of a bus stop, restaurants very nearby, and great resort-style amenities, you're going to want to check out the Woodlands. The Woodlands has a bunch of condos between 2 and 3 bedrooms, and they're actually really reasonably priced. In fact, I've got one listed, so let's go check it out. Of course, I'm biased, but I think that this condo is one of the best options on the market right now. This is a roughly 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath condo, first floor. It has plenty of space with a large living room, a fully equipped kitchen behind me, dining room beyond that, and then down the hall back there, you have your 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. All of that for only $226,000. So what's the catch? Well, the one thing that some people don't love about the Woodlands is the HOA fees are expensive, $350 a month. But that does get you all the resort-style amenities. It's a condo, so it also includes exterior maintenance. Your insurance is usually a lot lower. Plus, here in the Woodlands, that includes cable and internet. If you are shopping for something in the Woodlands, you can expect to find either 2 or 3-bedroom options, and the prices will start around $200,000 for that 2-bedroom option and go all the way up to $260,000 for that 3-bedroom option. Rent rates are pretty strong. 2 bedrooms rent for between $1,300 and $1,600, and 3-bedroom units are going for between $1,650 and $1,900, maybe even as high as $2,000. It's a solid investment opportunity, particularly for those people and those students that value the number of amenities that are offered over there in the Woodlands of College Station. From historic homes to condos, from amenities to nightlife, there is plenty of student housing options in and around Texas A&M. It can be overwhelming. Hopefully this guide provided you some level of foundation of where to look. But if you have further questions, just know you can always hit me up. All my contact information is in the details below. And I'd love to answer any questions you have about buying a house for your student here in Aggieland. Until next time, you guys take it easy.